Hey guys, welcome back to Zains Play Zone, and today is probably the most exciting day for every Godzilla fan ever, because today we got a lot of exciting stuff. So first of all, let's talk about some new MonsterVerse news. The title for the next MonsterVerse movie was just revealed, and it's called Godzilla X Kong Supernova. Now, I think this implies that the next Godzilla movie will have a space theme. I don't think I need to say that. I think a lot of you would probably already know that. But I think that some likely villains we would be seeing would probably be some Toho kaiju that will get the MonsterVerse treatment, I guess. I think one that we're all thinking of when we think about Godzilla and space is probably Space Godzilla. I think this is the most likely to be because a lot of people want it in the MonsterVerse. So I hope it's Space Godzilla, but it could be some other kaiju. Some people think that it could be Gigan, as Gigan is from outer space, because he's an alien. But that would mean that the MonsterVerse would need to add their own alien race. I don't know if the MonsterVerse is ready for that yet. I'm fine with non-canon sort of shows, maybe like Monarch G Team to have these sort of stuff, but I'm not sure if the main timeline of the MonsterVerse is ready for an alien race. I think that the most likely one would probably be Space Godzilla, but I'm just wondering what their origin story would be, because I don't know when in the MonsterVerse timeline would a bit of G cells get Godzilla's meat or cells or something like that get launched into outer space. I can't see any time in the MonsterVerse where that could have happened. And if that happens in the movie, then I'm pretty sure it would be pretty unrealistic if the G cells get launched into outer space, and then hey, next week there's a giant space Godzilla landing on Earth. If they do just do the G cells storyline and they show it in this movie, then I'm pretty sure they'd want to have at least a year of a time gap. Also, this trailer, well, it's a not trailer, it's a teaser, but it does give us some information. It gives us a place, which I'm not actually looking at the trailer right now, so I don't remember what that place is, but I definitely recommend you guys go and check out that teaser and see for it yourself. And I think that place that they're pointing at, it won't just be a random place. I think either that's the first area where we see Space Godzilla, which it probably is, because that's where the Monarch is like that's where the call is coming from. But I think if you haven't watched the teaser yet, I recommend you go and watch the teaser and then come back afterwards. But anyways, so in the teaser there's an area, so it's most likely gonna be the first place where we see Space Godzilla. So yeah, don't be surprised if some articles pop up oh, they're starting filming in this place, because it's probably where they're gonna be filming some parts. So, yeah, and there's also this binary code, that we can see in the trailer, a teaser, and, pretty much all it says is, Godzilla and Godzilla Kong, watch space or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's just some marketing thing just to get the fans more excited, I guess. I've also heard a lot of people saying that Supernova could just mean it's a really powerful villain. Like some people are saying it might be Destroyer, but I don't think so. Honestly, from how much money WB is getting from the MonsterVerse, I don't think they're gonna be ready to finish it now and destroy us that sort of end game villain. Is that sort of villain that you're gonna put right at the end of a franchise to maybe kill off Godzilla or maybe very badly wound him? It destroys that sort of kaiju that you're only putting in if you want to finish the series, because there's no realistic way that Godzilla is gonna get out of that fight unharmed. So yeah, I don't think it's Destroyer. I think they're actually just going for a space theme, and I think it's gonna be Space Godzilla. But tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. So anyways, that's all that I had to say on this new MonsterVerse movie, but it wouldn't be the most exciting Godzilla day ever if only one movie was confirmed. Obviously there's more. So, let's take a look at Takashi Yamazaki's, I guess this is maybe his next film? I think. Anyways, so Toho, literally an hour ago from when I'm recording this, released a 70th anniversary special clip or something. And it was a new roar in Southeast Asia, I think that's what it was called. But it was really, really, really cool. I'm putting pictures of it up on screen now, but it was so cool. But honestly, I don't know what it is. I mean by that, is it a movie? Is it a short film? What is it? Is this Godzilla -2? I'm very confused, because I'm quite recent to the Godzilla short film, anniversary short film sort of thing. I only discovered of it in 2022, I'm pretty sure, and it was Gigan's anniversary. But I know there was some anniversary stuff before that, but I didn't really. So I don't really. I'm not that sure how this all works. I just see, oh, there's a trailer for the next short film. Oh, I end up watching the short film. That's pretty much all. Yeah. So I don't really know how all the short film stuff really work. So tell me in the comments down below, what is this? If it is Godzilla -2, then yeah, I'm loving it. If it's not Godzilla -2, take this design and chuck it in Godzilla -2, because this design is so cool. It's basically Godzilla -1, but even more spiky, and the dorsal plates almost remind me of trees. On that scene that we when the tail is coming from behind the mountain, the dorsal plates almost seem like trees. If you look at it, it kind of does it kind of does look like trees, to be honest. So yeah, it's such a cool design. And right at the end, I'm putting up a picture of it right now, Godzilla, his dorsal plates glow green. There's a green glow in his mouth. Next thing you know, the video ends. So I think that means a green atomic breath. Now, I never expected Godzilla to have a green atomic breath, but then again, I never expected Godzilla to turn pink, so yeah, life is full of surprises, I guess. But what this is reminding a lot of people of is that show that like was based off of like Zilla 1980, was it 1986? Because I never watched that show, to be honest. I'm not a fan of Godzilla 1986. Even if it's like even if the movie is called Godzilla, I'm just calling it Zilla even if it's not the Godzilla Final Wars version. It's just Zilla. It does I feel like it does not deserve the Godzilla status. But then again, I never watched the show because, well, I just hated the movie. But apparently in the show, he has a green atomic breath. So this is reminding a lot of people of that. But honestly, when I first saw it, what it reminded me of was uranium. Because I'm pretty sure uranium is like green, right, guys? Like, it reminded me of uranium, and uranium is used to make nukes. So I think that they were kind of going for a more uranium theme for this Godzilla, almost like implying that it's more powerful or something like that, you know? That's what I think. That's what it reminded me of. But yeah, this is a really, really cool Godzilla design. But if this is Godzilla minus two, then who is the villain? I mean, it could just be Godzilla again, just coming and destroying a city, but I don't think so. I think that if this is Godzilla minus two, then they should definitely go for Godzilla going against another kaiju. Because that's what everybody likes to see. I mean, I'm a Godzilla fan, and I love seeing Godzilla beating up, like, Gigan, like, blowing his head off. Like, it's just super fun. So, who could be the villain in Godzilla minus two if it's not Godzilla? Well, I think I have two candidates. My first candidate is it might be Anguirus. Anguirus was the first ever villain that Godzilla has ever fought. And it Anguirus came in the second ever Godzilla movie. So it could be Anguirus. They could be trying to follow the footsteps of the original Godzilla for the Godzilla minus one universe. And that would make sense. I think Anguirus is down to earth enough to definitely fit in this universe. I think that Godzilla minus one is quite special among the Godzilla movies for because it's more grounded. And I feel like stuff like Gigan, Ghidorah, all those stuff, we probably, like, I don't think we'll see those coming to Godzilla minus one franchise. I mean, like, I'm I feel like the rogue gallery of Godzilla has enough down to earth creatures to last the whole Godzilla minus one franchise. I mean, Ebora, Anguirus, um, Gizora, Manda. I mean, there's so many, right? So, like, I don't think they'll have to travel to an alien world in this franchise, to be honest. And this is the first time I've ever gonna say this. I've ever said this, but I don't think I want to see these alien kaiju in Godzilla, the Godzilla minus one franchise. So, anyways, back to the point. I think Anguirus is pretty likely to come, but now it's time to go on to our second candidate. The second candidate, and the one that I think is the most likely, is Hedora. Even though in its in Hedora's original movie, the backstory is an alien. I think they could definitely do something different for Hedora, and Takashi Yamazaki has already shared his love for Hedora, and Hedora, I think, could be very grounded. Like, just imagine this. What if that piece of meat that we see at the end of Godzilla -1 wasn't the only piece of him that survived, right? And another piece got went into this pollution dump in the ocean, right? And that transformed it into Hedora. See, that's a more grounded backstory, and we don't need an alien crashing down on an asteroid from outer space. See, it's very likely that Hedora could come in this movie, and Hedora is like, it was one of those villains that literally almost like straight up killed Godzilla in the movie. Like, but it's not like destroyer level threat, so I don't think that we'd need it to like finish off the franchise and like kill Godzilla or something like that. Another interesting thing that could happen to Hedora if we do this another Godzilla piece backstory is that maybe Hedora could have the same regen powers as Godzilla. Or maybe even Hedora can tap into the mind of Godzilla and like maybe even do some crazy mind control stuff. Like maybe Godzilla like ends up teaming up with Hedora to destroy a city, but he doesn't want to. Godzilla wants to beat up Hedora, but Hedora is mind controlling him. Because Hedora is a piece of Godzilla. See, that can make there's a lot that they could do with Hedora. So, which villain would I like to see in Godzilla -2? I think you probably could tell from the talking time I gave to each kaiju, but I think that I would like Hedora in Godzilla -2. I think that just like Godzilla, Hedora gives a message to the public, and I think that we need that message now more than ever, because pollution is a humongous, giant thing. No matter, like, if you switch to electric cars, or like one nuclear, or one like very smoke producing factory gets shut down, there's so many other things in the world that are causing pollution, so many people in the world that are causing pollution. So I think now would probably be a very a, a very a very good time to make Hedora return. And of course, it's not just about the message. Yeah, Hedora would be so cool. Like, if we bring some of its abilities from the original, some of the abilities from Final Wars, like, you know how in Final Wars the perfect form could still produce smoke? Yeah, I think that was like, that would be very cool, and it would probably be a missed opportunity if they don't like end up adding that feature from Godzilla Final Wars. And another thing is that if they're adding Hedora, I think they could crank up the violence. And I'm not saying that they go to R-rated levels, but if we look at Jurassic World Rebirth, right? I'm pretty sure it's been rated PG-13 from what I've heard, but from some of the clips that have been releasing, yeah, it's pretty violent. I mean, there's a Parasaurolophus corpse where if you use your eyeballs, you can see its guts. Yeah, there's quite a lot of violence in Rebirth, it seems. So Rebirth is an example of how you can really push how you can really push the PG rating and put in a lot of violence while still not getting it R-rated. So that's what I think Godzilla minus 2 should do. Like, a bit more blood, maybe, like, a bit more violence. That would all go very well with Hedora, as Hedora has literally burnt one of Godzilla's arms to the bone and given him one non-functional eye in his debut movie. So, Hedora is definitely a dangerous villain, and alongside this dangerous villain, I think I would like to see a bit more gore. I mean, the Godzilla Minus One franchise has already seemed like a bit gory, just not as much as I was expecting, to be honest. There's barely any blood. Like, I'm not saying that's a problem, but I'm just saying, like, the old Godzilla movies had so much violence and it was just so cool. Like, so much blood. Like, I think just like even like a few gashes on Godzilla would do. Like, not even asking like for them to like make a whole waterfall of blood like they did in Shin Godzilla. But that's all I have to say for these two movies. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider liking, subscribing, and ringing the notification bell. And, well, I'll see you next time. Bye.